Hi guys, today I'm going to talk about improving yourself. A lot of us, we want to enhance our skills, we want to be a better version of ourselves, we want to unleash our creativity, we want to do something innovative. But unfortunately, all this can't be met in the organization alone. Some organizations, they have that flexibility, they allow you to work on projects that you like, but not all of us work in such environments. So if you're one of the lucky few that works in an organization that gives you the flexibility and the opportunity to work on things that you like and to unleash your creativity, then well, good. But if you do not fall into that category, all is not lost. You can still improve your skills. It's just that you have to do it on your own time. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can improve yourself, be a better version of yourself over the weekends, because weekdays you might be very busy with work and you will not have the opportunity to travel to another place to enroll in a course or to enhance your skills. So this is tried and tested because I have to practice what I preach. So what I did was 2 weeks ago, I joined a portrait sketching course. And towards the end of this video, I'm going to share with you how this portrait sketching course has helped me and made me a more determined person. So let me tell you my thought process here. So what I did was I read about companies that invest in their people. So companies that give the flexibility to employees to work on projects that are of interest to them. And I decided to apply that to my life. So one of the most innovative companies out there is Google. So I looked at Google's policy. So Google gives flexibility to its employees. So it allows employees to devote 20% of their time on the job to work on anything that they like. So if, let's say, a person has got a 5-day work week, then out of the 5 days, 1 day can be devoted to working on projects that are of interest to him. So as a result of this policy, Google has managed to come up with innovative products like Google Maps, Gmail. In fact, these products were generated by employees during the 20% time. So they started off as side projects, but now they're Google's core products. Another company that gives flexibility to employees is 3M. I think most of you know 3M for its Postit Notes. But did you know that Postit Notes were not 3M's core product? Again, it started off as a side project. It was generated during 15% time that 3M gave to its employees to unleash their creativity. So when I was reading about these companies, it got me thinking, if individuals can come up with something so creative in 20% or 15% of the time, why can't we do this on weekends? A lot of us, we spend our weekends either in the bar or chatting with friends or watching the TV. So why can't we make it more productive and unleash our creativity in the 20% of the time that we have on weekends? So on weekends, we've got 48 hours, so 24 hours on Saturday and 24 hours on Sunday. So we remove 16 hours because we spend sleeping. So we're left with 32 hours. So 20% of 32 hours is 6.4 hours, but let's round it down. So it's 6 hours every weekend. Obviously, if you want to spend time improving yourself, if you want to enroll in a course to unleash your creativity or to work on something innovative, you have to have money. You need to invest money in it because there's no such thing as free lunch in this world. And another thing is that when you spend money on a particular course or an activity, there is a higher probability of completing it because you have invested in that particular course or activity. So there's a lot at stake. If you do not do it, your money will be wasted. So all these things will be running in your mind. Whereas if you enrolled in a free course, there's nothing at stake there. So even if you don't turn up, you don't lose anything. So the chances of you completing it would be much lower unless you are disciplined and committed. If you're someone who needs a lot of pushing to do a particular activity, I suggest that you enroll in a paid course and you'll see yourself becoming more disciplined over time. So I would suggest investing 5 to 10% of your salary. So let's say you earn $3,000 a month. So 5% would be $150. $150 is not a lot when you look at it relatively. This is 5% of your salary. And we can break this down even further. So $150 a month, if you divide it by 4, so it's $37.50. So that is a week. That's how much you're spending on improving yourself. It's basically an investment that you're making for better returns, so a better version of yourself. It's unfortunate that many of us, we think twice, we think thrice before enrolling in a course for self-development. But we don't think so much before spending the same amount of money on beer or on popcorn or on a movie experience. Why is it that we are okay spending $37.50 on instant gratification, but we're not okay spending $37.50 to improve our skills so that we become better over time? It's actually food for thought. So, like 2 weeks ago, I joined the portrait sketching course. So, similarly, you have to think about what your interests are. So, if your interests are in sketching, painting, then join that course. If you like singing, you can go ahead with the singing course. Or if you want to learn a new language, enroll in a language course. So, the options are plenty. You just have to register yourself and then go attend the classes, and you'll see for yourself the difference that it makes in your life. So, let me share with you how sketching is helping me. So it's already been 2 weeks and I can see a change in myself. I have become more creative, I'm more disciplined, I'm more focused, and I'm more patient. So I think creativity people are able to understand because sketching, so you have to be creative. But let me share about discipline. So like I mentioned earlier, so since I've already paid for that particular class, so I will make sure that I'm there on time or before time. Third thing is become more focused. Because when you're sketching something, you can't be distracted by other things. And sketching has also made me more patient because you can't complete a sketch in one session of 3 hours. Sometimes you need more time. So I've become more patient in getting results. So my advice to all of you is to start investing in yourself. If your organization has not allocated budget for training and development, you can go and talk to your HR about it. But if, let's say, things still don't move, then start investing in yourself, go for courses on your own on weekends, and make the most of it.